also one of the decks I've been enjoying playing the most. Play this game a lot off stream. The explainer is really quick for this game though. So there's 3 locations here in the center that are random each game from a pool of about 60 currently. Every one of your cards has a 3 mana cost and a given, has a mana cost and a given power here. And you see this card's been modified by the location that flipped up. This gave all the cards in both players' hands +2 power. This deck I'm playing right now actually has no 1-drops in it, although the picture below my screen, I forgot to update that. Overlay showing Mr. Negative. I'll fix that after this. This game does not have Twitch integration, so I can't do that. Sorry. So the 3 locations, your cards have a mana cost and a power. Hearthstone style mana where you get 1 per turn, and then you play your cards to any of the 3 locations here. And the goal at the end of the game, at the end of turn 6, is super straightforward. Just have the most power in 2 of the 3 locations. So they played out Okoye here, who gives all of the cards in their deck +2 power, so their subsequent draws will be more powerful. This discards a card for each player's hand. They lost Moon Girl. That's actually pretty good for us. One of the other mechanics in Snap that makes it very unique from other card games is the snapping mechanic. So this number here, this is how many cubes or rank points this game is currently worth. Because my opponent discarded Moon Girl on the Scovia here, I think that actually gives me a better chance to win this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and snap here, which means I wanna double the stakes that we're currently playing for. These stakes naturally double on the last turn of the game. So if you just kept it at 1 and neither player snapped, they go up to 2. However, each player can snap once over the course of the game to make the results of it, the value of the game, be worth up to 8. All right, so they derbied to put rocks out, but the miniaturized lab prevented them from going in there. Wave made all cards in both players' hand cost 4 this turn, so I go ahead and drop Vision down here, even though he normally costs 5. So Vision has the special ability that I could move him around once per turn. Killmonger in their Derby deck is weird because this puts rocks out for both players, but then Killmonger just kills the rocks. A little bit of anti-synergy there. I think I'm gonna Armor plus Maximus left here. This card lets them draw 2 cards, but it's got an incredible amount of power for just 3 mana. Good rate. They might be playing Death. That's a good shout. That would be a reason to play Killmonger in Derby. Okay, so this is the final turn. And I think what my plan here is, I'm gonna Vision to the left. I'm gonna Killmonger to the left. And I'm gonna Juggernaut center. So Juggernaut says, if your opponent plays any cards here this turn, move them randomly. So Juggernaut basically ensures that I win center, and that I'm very likely to win left, even if Juggernaut kicks whatever they move center over to the left, and obviously will win if it kicks it to the right. You stop getting bot matches for the most part at rank 40 or so. However, obviously it depends on volume of players in the queue, because it is currently in closed beta in most of the world, so there's a somewhat limited player base. Well then, okay. Well, we're gonna see what they did here. We're gonna move all 3 of these cards to other places. Okay, that's actually kind of hilarious. That's great. That's awesome. I love Juggernaut. It's one of my favorite disruptive cards. It's so good in spots like that. That was phenomenal. Yeah, so this combo my opponent tried to deploy in the middle. This card makes all their stuff bigger when it gets destroyed, and Carnage destroys everything there. And Armor on the left here prevents things from being destroyed in its path, which is fantastic. Really great showing of the disruptive elements of this deck. Ooh, I actually just infinite split my Shang-Chi. I don't think I upgraded the split version of him. Yeah. So, one of the things that this game does really well that I love about it is that when you play with cards, you upgrade the cosmetics on them to the point where they get like frame poppy and shiny and wavy in different ways. And then when you eventually get them to the max level, they split off into different like rainbow and black and white style backgrounds. So the cards you play with more, you get to swag out more, which is great for someone who likes to like sit on a deck and play it a bunch. And there's also some random boosters on the level up track, but for the most part, you are leveling cards that you're playing with. Yes, and as you split the cards more at the top cosmetic level, you get sweeter background effects. I have a favorite card. I really like the alt art that Chavez has. 1400 collection level. So I actually am running short on boosters at the moment. But what I'm not running short on is dollar bills. So as you can see from the deck on the overlay now, there's 0 1 costs in this deck. So I am not playing anything on 1 ever. And then we only have 2 2 costs. But one of our 2 2 costs is Domino here, who are guaranteed to draw on the second turn of the game. So you see Domino flip into our hand here in a second. She's lovely. Any new folks coming in from the Snap channel on Twitch, welcome, Big Fat Frito. Be sure to check out my Snap YouTube channel as well. I'm posting deck highlights there a couple times a week as other news stuff about the game. So Strong Guy went into the center here for them. This has an ongoing effect. With their hand is empty, it gets +6 power. I notably have an Enchantress here who removes ongoing ability of cards at her location. And the Superflow just flipped up and we don't have a card there, so we get +1 energy. So I think we actually want to use our 4 resources to go ahead and deploy Enchantress here this turn. Wipe that ongoing off of Strong Guy. Oh, weird. They didn't move Nightcrawler to get the extra from Superflow. Okay, so they armored here, which means Hala's text basically doesn't matter. At the end of turn 4, destroy all cards. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy Jessica Jones left here. Jessica starts at 8 power and says if you don't play a card here on your next turn, she gets +2. So she's going to be 10 because we won't play anything there next turn. Well, there could be merit to throwing Jessica into the Baxter building. But I think I want to Maximus Baxter plus potentially Shang-Chi if they play something big here. There's a Moon Girl. They only have 1 card left in their hand, though. That's a Killmonger, and they have 2 1-drops in the Superflow right now. So... Snap? It feels like a snap. I think we're definitely Maximusing center. The question is, do I want to finish out the center with a wave this turn? Or do I want to leave that open potentially for a Shang-Chi? The problem is if I don't finish out the center this turn, I don't really have any other good plays for next turn, right? I think I want to leave myself the flexibility to Shang-Chi middle next turn. I'm just going to pass, so that way I can Shang-Chi plus Killmonger or Shang-Chi plus Wave next turn with the extra mana for Superflow. And I'm going to snap here, because I feel like we're ahead. And my opponent conceded because I snapped. Yep. So if my opponent stays in the game there and plays through the next turn, the stakes for this game push up from 1 to 2. And they can leave they can leave the game and just give up 1 rank cube here instead. And I agree. That's probably a good concession for them. Their hand was very low. We are taxing and disrupting people here, yeah. Again, just clicking the pass button on turn 1 always. You can tell this is the deck I play the most off stream because it's got the most infinite split cards in it. Anything I play. Only 1 card into the space throne. Noted. Domino left. Cards can't be played into the Sanctatorium. You know who can be put in the Sanctatorium, chat? Vision. I can't Vision on 5 because of the Dream Dimension? Oh, you know what I could do? I could Storm the Dream Dimension and then Juggernaut it on 4 and then Vision Space Throne on 5, slide it over and Vision something else center after. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Let's storm the Dream Dimension. I like you. This is an alternate art Vision, so this is not what the default Vision looks like. There's a lot of alt art cosmetics from a lot of the different universes here. I'm gonna snap here. Storm into Juggernaut is one of my favorite 1/2s because people will want to play into the flooding area because that's their last chance to, and then Juggernaut says, nah, bro, whatever you put here, kick it somewhere else. And if we're lucky, it'll kick these into the Space Throne. Yeah, perfect. So hopefully this is a bad card in the Space Throne for them. Yep, so they're actually, and this is why I snapped before Juggernaut flipped up. So they're actually just torched here, right? They can't play cards anywhere. So yeah, I get to Vision center and then move Vision right to win this. And then I actually get to Killmonger mid on the last turn and win all 3 of them guaranteed. So I expect my opponent to concede before the end here because they're not going to go to 4 cubes because they're locked out. That'll be up later this week, Jensen. Punchy bullet point list will be up later this week. Passing on 1. To talk a little bit about one of the number of things that's great about Snap is because the decks are only 12 cards in this game, all of your decks get to be pretty hyper consistent. But because there's variance inside of the tiles that flip up every game, this game actually has incredibly varied gameplay while allowing your decks to be consistent through the variance from the tiles, which is actually really sweet because letting your players have their deck do the same thing consistently is so sweet. That's what people want to do, but it's obviously important to have variety in your gameplay. Okay, so they have Sunspot and Nightcrawler, and we have Killmonger lined up, so I'm snapping here. I don't think we're Killmongering this turn, but this is definitely happening, and it probably wins us the game when it does. I'm gonna Maximus mid. Yondu as well, deal. Yes, every game feels very different even with the same deck, which is very good. Yeah, agree with that assessment. All right, so I think I want the Killmonger to be a surprise. Yeah, this deck that we're playing frequently plays 2 3-drops on turn 6, which is why you see so many 3s in the deck. This might just be a play Enchantress. We could Storm here as well, I suppose. Although I think I want a Jessica Jones over here on 5. Yeah, I think I'm just Enchantressing right for power. Oh my god, chat. Oh no. Don't tell Scotty, chat. I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad. they're playing an all 1-drop stack. Oh, Killmonger's this is definitely gonna be a KO record for my Killmonger, chat. I have snapped. Yeah, I snapped on 2, chat. Bye, friends. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Hey, what's going on, Boo? Yeah, streaming's actually my full-time gig. So I've been doing some Snap stuff on the regular here since I got into the closed beta. I'm planning to do a couple hours a week. Someone asked me how much Snap do I think I play per day? Not a ton, actually. When I'm not streaming, probably less than an hour. It's easy. I probably play like half hour to 45 minutes a day. It's also easy to lose track of how much you play Snap though, and that's probably by design, just because it's so easy to get quick games in here and there. Hey, Boat Times. Thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Like I said, this is my full-time gig, and I wouldn't be able to be here with folks like you. Thanks for keeping me around. Off-stream is Unite time. Yeah, I do play a lot of Unite off-stream too. Matt and Christy and I have been playing in the evenings. Ooh, we got a playable card off the hub. Not a 1-drop though, so just passing. And look at our Storm upgrade, chat. She's outside of her border now. Oh, she's 3D. The green was outside of the border, right? And we have Storm Juggernaut here, which will probably be something we run. We're gonna ensure. I think I'm gonna Domino left and see what we get. I have played some Mamo. Yeah, there'll be a Mamo highlight up in a few days. Tomorrow is Snorlax, and then Thursday is Pikachu. Who's ever winning Baxter Building gets 3 in other locations. So Baxter Building flipping here makes getting them with Storm a little harder, but I also have Magneto, so I think that's fine. Yeah, Snorlax got some buffs in the patch, wait. So I think we're gonna run the Storm Juggernaut here. Electra with nothing. And then we'll Juggernaut left. I think I'm gonna Snap before they see the Juggernaut come up. It's the best card in this game, Nova. Not close. They've already told us they're nerfing Nova, and they've already told us they're nerfing Nova in their first balance patch. They Enchantress to get rid of their own armor. Deal. They just didn't even try to play into the left. Sure. That happens sometimes. People just give it up. Okay, so... Well... They snapped me. That's interesting. We just Vision, right? Because there's a chance that we just win Flooded and the Sanctum, and they win Baxter Building, because Vision can slide into the Sanctum next turn. Okay. Okay. Do I win if I Magneto here? We might, right? The Tiger's a 5. Magneto here, they need like a Magneto of their own to beat me, right? So we win because we win the center? Because the Baxter building wins center? Okay, sweet. We were winning there. We weren't dead to Odin Tiger mid. Because if the Tiger went mid, they were -7 here. So I can explain the whole game, Clickety. Look, we won the game because I have the most points in 2 of the 3 locations. The numbers in the top right of each card is how many points they give. And the number in the top left is how much mana they cost to play. That's it. That's the whole game. There's rules text on these things, obviously, for different effects, for interesting gameplay. But the base of it is literally just that. It's super, super straightforward, clean, and easy. It's so straightforward to get people into what's going on. And then obviously, like any card game, it'll take you a little bit to learn the ins and outs of things and like what cards do. But that's the fun part about card games, is learning those. Yeah, this game is great. I haven't hooked into a new card game like this in a really long time. It's so fast and punchy in a way card games usually just are. All right, things are about to get a little weird, chat. So we don't have any 1-drops in our deck, but we're currently drawing from our opponent's deck, so let's get their Nightcrawler down. And then I think I still draw my Domino, right? Because Domino says I always draw it on 2. Oh, and I draw from their deck, right. I wonder if that's a bug. I actually don't know if that's a bug or working as intended. My armor chip. Cloning bats, I get to get copies of my cards. So, I could storm the weird world to start drawing from my own deck again. Is that what I want to do, though? I don't know. I think it is. I think it is. A deck building thing to know about Marvel Snap is I think your deck should almost always have at least one of the handful of cards in this game that can change what a location does. Hey, nice, Belroz. Yeah, Pokemon Unite's great. I play a ton of that. I think I'm gonna Blade plus Lady Sif over here. Am I? No, I might actually just retreat. Them getting Nova on the cloning bats is like pretty bad for us. I feel like we're kind of torched here since we drew so many cards from their deck and like they got our armor. So I think I'm just gonna give up the 1 cube and back off. I could wait and see if they snap, but I think we're probably just wasting our time here. Which I had someone on one of my videos on the Snap Highlights channel. They asked me, would I consider putting win rates of the decks up on the videos? And not only are the sample sizes for the decks I'm playing a little bit small, but the concept of win rate in Snap in general is very different from other card games because of the Snap mechanic, right? In Snap, you could technically be winning less than you're losing, but still be up cubes on the ladder through proper bluffing and concessions. You also, through bluffing, could be winning games that your deck's actually not winning through proper snap sequencing. So it's really hard. Well, obviously when something's like really cracked like Nova, it's easy to tell that it's cracked, but I bet when things are in a little bit more balanced state, the snap mechanic's gonna make it a little bit harder to fully judge like, okay, what's good and what's great. when there's not a huge disparity there, which is sweet. Got a collector. I think we're gonna swap to playing a collector deck after this game, actually. When a card enters your hand from anywhere except your deck, +2 power. Doing well, Jace. Thank you for the 41 months. Welcome back. I am not intending to do Unite on stream this week. As for what the future holds, I don't know. We're actually gonna play a Beast collector deck after this. I opened Beast last night, and he's kind of sweet. Subbed at the start of COVID, and now it's 27 months. Yep. Oh, they hit us with Mantis there too. There will still be daily Unite highlights on the highlights channel. Is there a mulligan aspect? There is not. Your decks are only 12 cards, and you see 4 of them. Hey, what's going on, Redcap? Yes, Beast bounces everything in a given location to your hand. The metrics for Marvel Snap in the afternoons have been really good, and when I tried to play Unite at the start of my streams in the mornings, I couldn't get any queues because it was like 8 a.m. in the US, so like nobody in my ping was playing. We like sat in queue for like 15 minutes one day and just like switched over to something else. Well, some of the highlights are gonna be like with Christy and Matt, Cody. Like today's video, I think, was with Matt and Patches, I believe. Oh, 6. So they have Enchantress here. Okay, so we're gonna run the Storm Juggernaut combo 1-2 here. So anything they play into this location, Juggernaut's gonna kick to somewhere else, which should lock up the flooding for us. I think I'm gonna snap because of that, and I have Enchantress plus Shang-Chi to kind of screw with this Devil Dino mid here. I actually don't have Quinjet, but I don't think Quinjet's very good with Beast. Quinjet is good with generated cards, generated cards enabler. I'll show you the Beast deck and talk through it here in a second once we finish this game. That's something I've been working on a little bit. Koyo is good with Beast. She's okay. Like, you have to, like, draw more cards from your deck, so, like, there's diminishing returns by the time you Beast her back. Oh my gosh, they drew our vision, chat. Oh, that's such a tilt. Normally these decks don't play this card. That probably means we retreat, huh? Because they get to slide vision into the flooded zone now. That's a tilter. Cable and Mantis both drew cards off my deck, and one of them was my vision. How many focus point cards are there? What's a focus point card? Like build around cards? Tons of them. They have a ton. The deck building depth in this game has a lot of sweetness to it. Okay, so Beast here says, on reveal, return all your other cards at the same location as him back to your hand, and they cost 1 less mana. Falcon says, on reveal, put all your 1-cost cards everywhere back to your hand. So these 2 cards are sweet with a couple of different snap cards. The first is obviously the Collector. So the Collector says whenever any of those cards enter our hand from not our deck, he gets bigger. So all the cards Beast and Falcon pick up add 2 power to the Collector. And then Angela gets 2 power every time you play a card into the same path as her. So if you pick up cards in her path, you can play out more cards in her path to get her past 9 power or past 7 power. And then Bishop gets 1 bit power every time you play a card everywhere. And then Khazar gives all of our 1-cost cards +1 power. So the top half of my deck here is varying 1-cost cards that we can bounce with Beast and Falcon. And then Khazar can make them all bigger when we swarm. So let's play some games. I agree, Snapkeep. I actually think after experiencing the Snap economy a little bit more, I actually think the change I'd like to see the most would just be letting you pick from a small pool of cards every time you get a new one. Instead of getting just one random, give me... Oh, I forgot to change the overlay, chat. Yeah. I have a different overlay that I do deck text in for my highlight videos, and I forgot to change to it there. You're right. It was probably cut up and weird there. That was probably cut up and weird there. Limbo. There's a turn 7 this game. Have I shared this idea to Discord? Yeah, we were talking about in the subs Discord last night. Oh, you mean the mini pack idea? Yeah, it's one of the many things people have suggested. Yeah. If this deck gets a YouTube highlight, it'll be, Oh, they played right. I was expecting them to play left again. Weird that they played to the unknown. Missed my Mantis, which is sad. Killed their what's it called though, which is nice. Hearts here have -2 power, sure. We're gonna Bishop over here. I want to leave the last spot in here open in case I draw Beast for the time being. So what do you do if you don't draw Collector? I actually think Collector is one of the worst payoffs in this deck. I think Bishop and Angela are probably the 2 best ones. The real question is, does our deck work when we don't draw Falcon or Beast? To which is the answer is, I don't know. Probably not. All right, and there's our Beastly here. So we get to go ahead and say, okay, let's put Collector mid, and then we'll Beast here and pick all of these up. I think we're gonna Ant-Man mid here too, right? Actually, I might want Ant-Man left to have a chance to win here. And I'm not really pressed for mana, so I think we just hold on to him for now. So when Beast flips up, Collector's gonna go up to 6 power, because these 3 cards are gonna enter my hand. And then I'm gonna get to replay Agent 13, which will make Collector go up again. Okay, Iron Man. So we are probably not winning Limbo. However, we do get to make our Collector and our Bishop huge here. Huge pop-off turn for us, huh? So I get to go ahead and Mantis, Agent 13, Ant-Man, Elektra, and then Falcon, pick all of these back up and then do it again next turn. Although I probably want Falcon to end up in the right side. And obviously I want him to be last. I can't win here regardless, and he'll add a power here. I could potentially have a big dino if I don't play my cards out, but I kind of want to play cards out to make Bishop good, right? Yes, the opponent doing nothing means Infinite is coming next turn, is true. Okay, so Infinite is going to be worth 18 power here, so they're going to go to 17. So can I beat 17? Devil Dino beats 17, right? Because Devil Dino is 12, And actually, I can agent 13 as well, right? Because she gives me a card. No, Okoyo's -1, chat. Yeah, I think we're good. Because we're beating Infinite Middle, and we're beating Infinite Right as well. Mantis Right? Well, there's no guarantee they play Infinite Right. I guess I should Mantis, huh? Because if they do, well, is their deck has a card in it? Yeah. Oh, right, their Infinite was bigger because that's what you meant when you said Okoyo. Their Okoyo made the Infinite bigger. That's what I was missing. Got it. That was sick. And we got the max cubes too. Look at that. That's what I love when we get to do the thing in the first game, chat. That's exactly what this deck is looking to do. So I don't know if this deck is consistent enough, but what we're looking to do is very powerful. That is not the first time I've had a double-digit bishop or a double-digit collector like that. Thanks for the follows, folks. Welcome in. If you want to see lots of sweet snap decks like this that aren't just people spamming Nova Carnage, be sure to check out my Snap Focus YouTube as well. I've got like half a dozen deck highlights up there at this point. A lot of great stuff. Collector's probably going in the Space Throne for us. I'm going to Mantis middle. Scarlet Witch resets the location, so we might end up putting her into the negative zone at some point. Matt, thank you for the sub gift. That's super generous. Appreciate it. Turn the third. Okay, so we bishop, and then next turn we Yondu, Scarlet Witch, Beast, all middle. I'm gonna snap here, so I think we're in a good spot now with the Beast draw. Ikia's a little scary. They have 4 cards in their hand that are all +2 power now. Yondu, Scarlet Witch, Beast. Beast picks all of these up. Scarlet's going to reset the negative zone. Collector's going to go up to 6. Bishop's going to go up to 5. And then we can deploy some friends here. They Okoyo'd left? Okay, sure. So they're just like giving it up? Yeah, they're giving it up and they want to play into the negative zone in here. All right, there goes that. Scarlet Witch. Oh, cards cost 1 more on turn 5. That's actually kind of annoying for us. Sedge. These are supposed to be free, chat. Well, I mean... we just do that, right? Ooh, Iceman making something work. I think we're in a good spot to win Mojo World here, though. That's their Squirrel Girl. That's bigger, too. Yondu mills a Khazar. Yep. And Falcon picks these up. Collector goes up. And then these will be back down to 0 costs next turn. Okay, so Khazar plus Electra killing Yondu means we win here. And then we can Yondu. We just play all 3 of these in the middle, so that way Bishop gets as big as possible. We honestly might win all of them. We already stepped this game. Don't play Witch? I can play Witch mid. Right? Wouldn't Squirrel be safe for the Witch? Witch is 0 mana, chat. Squirrels. I don't have mana to cast Squirrel. Is there a location that messes me up here in the center? Shouldn't be, right? What's a location that loses me the game? Oh, what if we hit the one that destroys all other locations? I guess if we hit the one that destroys all other locations, I'm losing here. Is fair. So yeah, I guess we just shouldn't play Scarlet Witch there. World Ship, that's the one. Yeah, World Ship would have beat us. Yeah, so I shouldn't have played this. The rest of our plays were fine though. Bishop and Collector getting it done again. I do not have Dr. Octopus yet, unfortunately. I do, however, have 900 credits at the moment, and I'm only 14 levels off of a card, so we keep getting boosters here for a little bit. Limbo could have been awkward, yeah. Yeah, the plus 100 on Mojo World is only relevant for tiebreakers, basically, yeah. Accurate. Sick. This might just be a pass on one, huh? Maybe I just play out Electra blind, so that way she's in play to return later. But I kind of want... There's value to saving these for after I Angela and Collector, especially Agent 13 after I collect her. I think I'm just chilling. There's Beast. So Beast is kind of punishing for me waiting there. Can't play cards here after 4. Oh, huh. I think I'm gonna hedge Angela right then. Actually, I guess I can Collector mid. Hey, Angela right. See what we get. Or swap hands on the last turn. Gross. I think we Yondu right. This might be a game too where I play Beast into the Angela path. Because Angela only costs 1 when we pick her back up. So like next turn we go like Agent 13 plus Beast here, pick all of these up, replay Angela somewhere, and then get more plays after to get her bigger. The swapping hands count with Collector. It does actually, so that is good with our Collector mid. I might even be worth snapping, honestly. Is Beast the closest thing we have to a party bus? Ask the real questions. All right, does X-Mansion screw anyone? Oh, the other one went back to their hands, so that's fine for us. It's almost a disaster. Bishop. So the problem with getting Bishop going this turn is if I don't go Agent into Beast here, I'm going to, I'm not going to be able to replay these before Mindscape happens. So I think I have to just Beast this turn, and we're going to lean on Collector plus Angela to win the game. I think I'm going to snap here. I think we're ahead. Alright, so Clint is locked up. Our opponent snapped. That's a Professor X, but I have to get Angela back down this turn, right? Where do I want to deploy Angela is the question. I think we go left with her. Well, I guess they're up. They're probably going to be able to empty their hand for stronger, right? I think we play to win Mindscape is the plan. I think we just do this, and then they only get a Professor X, right? Yeah, this seems good for us. Yeah, they have an Apocalypse we're gonna get that's at least 12. Yeah, we're almost assuredly winning this. Definitely in frayed here. Close. They almost caught us here and here. It's the hazmat. I haven't played a lot of Yondu before this deck. Ooh, we might hit rank 60 today, Chad, if we keep having a good run with this. Yeah, we're gonna be checking out Summoner's Fate probably about an hour and a half or so, and you can just check it out using my link there on the Steam store. There's going to be a sponsored segment for them, but the game looks good. I'm glad to hear you checked out the demo already and liked it. We're going to play it for a couple hours at the end of the stream today. This is the combo player snap deck. Yes, this is definitely a combo deck. It's like a engine deck, basically. All right, so they played Quicksilver into Murder World. So either Everett has an armor or they're a bot. They can have something that changes the location here too, I suppose. Domino as well. Based on these artworks, I feel like they're probably a bot. This location is really annoying for us. Oh, I guess I could Scarlet Witch this, huh? If I think that that's the case. What if we bishop mid, and then next turn I have 4? I could like Collector, Scarlet Witch, and then one other 1-drop, and then we could Falcon on 5, and then replay the ones on after that. Yeah, I think that's the line. Oh yeah, that's true. There's a ton of just really good build arounds in this game, chat. Okay, and then actually with Falcon here, we're actually gonna play the Electra out too, and then Collector is gonna gain 8 power when the Falcon comes down next turn, which is great. Okay, and the -3 power we also get out of because Falcon's gonna pick up all of our friends here. Hey, Sherwood. Well, thanks for remembering the Prime now. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you. Okay, so I think we Ant-Man here so that way Collector gets an extra power, right? And we're obviously burning a power here, but that's fine. So Collector's gonna go to 10 from this Falcon. All right, I don't think we're winning Murder Worlds yet. we might be losing Murder World. All right, I didn't play around. I didn't play around Odin. Wait, how did they Odin? Oh, 6 cost cards cost 1 less. Hey, Incendium, thank you for the 65 months. Appreciate it. Would Quinjet work in this deck? No, Quinjet's not very good in this deck, right? Because we're not really randomly generating many cards. A lot of our cards were just replaying the same things that came from our deck, right? Do I have any way I can win Murder World? They're gonna have 29 here, right? And this is 14. This is 18. This is 20. Yeah, I think we're actually dead here if they play into the negative zone. We're just torch. Even if I like put Mantis into an area that she hits on, we're still not quite high enough here. The Odin re-triggering the Gamora. I could have played around Odin re-triggering Gamora by playing our Ant-Man into the right. Unfortunately, did not find our Beast that game, so didn't get to go quite over the top. Oh, I don't have my Infinite Split Electra in here. Let's do that. She's ready for an upgrade, shit. Ooh, a mystery box. Survey says 50 gold. Could you not witch and go all in on the negative zone? Huh. Yeah, I think you're right. That could have given us a chance to win. Maybe that was worth staying in for 1 cube, Syrian. I think you're right. But if I witch and go out of the negative zone, we might have a shot there. And then the bishop in the center obviously powers up and means we win. So yeah, I think you're right. I think I should have witched into the right there. Along with Ant-Man and a few others. That's a good shout. All right, am I beasting the same path I'm Angelaing? I'm not sure. And am I playing this on one is the other question. Huh. Hey, Angela, right? I don't think I want to play into Hala. Insert Spider-Man meme here. 1 cost cards can't be played here. Rip. Rip us. All right, well, I guess we'll put Bishop into this path. It's a little unfortunate. Oh, I suppose I can beast into this path though, right? And pick them up. Beast picks all our other cards up and makes them cost 1 less. So we could beast into here. I don't know. They haven't snapped, so I'm gonna chill for now and see what we get. Boat said they were bouncing out. They're a sub pseudonym. Okay, so I think we Mantis middle, and then Beast plus Falcon here. Or do I do that in the other order? Do I want Falcon to come back to my hand? No, I probably want Falcon to end up here, right? Oh, no, wait. I want this first. I want this to come back from Falcon. Oh, they didn't play there. Sad. Oh, this messes up my Angela order, though. Okay. Sorry, my sequencing was really bad here. I think we're dead. These two didn't get the boost because of that. Even without that mistake, I think we're torched here. The playing Angela into the Hellfire Club was really bad for us. How do you know if your cards are gonna flip before your opponent? Whoever name is lit up here. So boat times is flipping first here. Yeah, I think we just peck it in. The location was bad for us and my sequencing was worse. Got a blue Yondu chat. We are 10 levels off of our mystery card chat. This means I need some boosters. We got 500 credits sitting. Every level is 50 credits. Yeah, I got punished for playing my Angela into the face down right boat. Undo and get a card. So long storm. Ooh. Angela is into having the highest power. You are thinking of me saying we structured our deck so Infinite was always the last card in our hand. And that was the Dracula deck on the Snap YouTube channel. You can see that there if you missed it. Alright, we're gonna Bishop into Xandar here. I really don't want to play into putting a bunch of rocks in my deck if we can avoid it to start. Alright, Moon Girl Collector is real good. Mantis. Do we think they're playing into Xandar? Or do we think they're playing into the Metropolis this turn? Never apologize for playing good decks that you enjoy. It's never the gamer's fault if a card game is not balanced. Always the game designers. Does it play Khazar turn? I think it's a play Khazar turn. Now, I think I want to play Khazar middle, because if we draw Beast, I want a Beast left next turn. Okay. So we're definitely mantising into the mid. And then I think we're Ant-Manning into the mid. And then if I Agent plus Witch here, these are gonna be 6, then Bishop's gonna get bigger. We could win Xandar here theoretically, huh? I think I'm gonna Agent 13 here, and I'll hold my last one for now, I think is my... Actually, maybe I hold Ant-Man, too. We just chill? I think we just do this and chill. Our collector is too little, much too late. So Ant-Man is just a ton of extra power here, huh? And then we can put Nightcrawler here. And then we probably just like Scarlet Witch, Iron Fist here for good measure, right? Just to hedge that. Oh, Scarlet Witch pulls the bonus from Red Skull. Yeah, that's a good call. Oh, the Collector triggers Bishop. Yeah, good shout. You have a good shot here. I'm gonna snap. If they snap me back, it's terrifying, but I think we have the W here. All right. I'm in. 7 cubes. Hit me, dealer. Pump it a little bit, shit. They gotta beat 12 here with 1 card, and they played something else here, so I think we're good. Oh no! Are we still good? Oh no! Oh my god, we won because of the right! No, wait, we did we do it? We did it. I think we did it. That's sick. I really want Red Skull. Red Skull is a gas build-around card. Enchantress your own Red Skull is sweet. It wasn't good enough there. It was close, but whew. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, upgrade for Angela. This could be a Red Skull chat. Hopefully we're gonna open this here. I need to get something for 6 more levels. For those of you at home that are currently jealous, thanks to the power of my credit card, I actually have run out of boosters. So I have 600 credits here sitting that I can't spend currently because I don't have boosters on anything I want to upgrade. So we're playing to collect boosters. What's good with Magneto? Check out my Snap YouTube channel and take a peek at Magneto Disruption and Domino Midrange for ideas for that card. Are we playing Ant-Man after Angela and after Bishop? Maybe. This might be at Angela, Bishop start playing things on 4 curve. Okay, well, Angela's going here. Mojo World. I think we can win Mojo World, right? Yeah, and they put Lizard into Mojo World, which gets smaller if there's 4 cards here. Oh, the Raptors 1 cost. They are, yeah, so they get bounced by Beast and they get bigger from Khazar. They snapped me back? Really? Okay. Collector Mantis Yondu, I think. Punisher. Oh yeah, Isabel is probably a bot. Single first name is usually a bot. We could realistically lose Xandar, huh? How many cards are in their hand? 2? I'm just playing Khazar for now, and we'll wait and see what they play. As an Iron Man into Mojo World. But that being said, we just flipped Electra, so super rewarded for waiting. So Electra means we guaranteed win Mojo World. Because they have this here. Then we can ice Ant-Man here. Then I can Colossus mid. Oh, wow. I needed the Electra to win there on the last turn. Oh, I guess we would have won these two, right? I think this deck can tech in Carnage. I don't think you have slots to fit Carnage in. You also, like, play to the board pretty heavily, so I don't know that you'll consistently have an open path for it. Sarah could be interesting to try. I actually do have a copy of Sarah. Although I don't really know that we're pressed for resources on the last turn particularly consistently. Well, that was 10 Viper boosters. We can upgrade her then, too. And we're just 2 levels off. Well, I can upgrade this and my AA to uncommon. All right, two more levels. Making your cards rarer or do anything. Yeah, it progresses your account level. It's Killmonger and insta-lose. Yeah, this deck probably... Well, I don't know if that's true, actually. So, it depends on when the Killmonger sequence is. Like, if they Killmonger after your Collector, Angela, and/or Bishop are already set up, you could still win the game. Obviously, it's really good into your Khazar draws, but we have 3 payoffs that don't need the 1-drops to hang out afterwards. So, like... It really depends on the sequencing. And also, the timing on it, like if someone goes to Killmonger when they don't have priority, and I like Beast or Falcon the same turn, I pick all my stuff up and then it just didn't matter, right? So, to set a low bar, I think this deck is much better against Killmonger than probably every other Khazar deck is. There's gonna be draws where it gets you, but you're not just like just into rights. It is a Rowlet behind me, among the varying Pokemon and magic things. Double Yondu. Let's get milling, chat. Bye, Chavez. Goodbye, Heimdall. There's some good beats. Do I snap? Do I snap on milling those? I think we snap on milling those too. All the things that are worth checking out will get deck highlights on YouTube. Like this one. This one's almost assuredly going to get a deck highlight. Whoa! Double Okoye is scary. I have some regrets about my previous Snapchat. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So now if I Bishop here... Well... I guess we do this, right? And Beast picks these up and this up, and then next turn I Bishop and play a bunch of zeros. Yeah, that should be fine, actually. Oh yeah, and then Yondu like mills out most of their deck next turn, right? That's actually kind of funny. I can move cards to here now. I don't know if that's useful though, right? I guess I want to get Beast out of here so I can play more Sinister London cards later. So Bishop's going to flip into here. And then Yondu's going to flip into here. And they have 3 cards left to deck. So Yondu's going to destroy 2 more. And then do I want 2 more Ant-Mans? I don't know that I do. One more Ant-Man might be fine, but I definitely want a Khazar slot here so I can double Khazar later. I want at least 1 Khazar slot here. Although, I guess Falcon technically picks them all back up, huh? I don't know if that's useful though. Yeah, it is useful. No, wait, my thing will be full because these 3 are going over here. Never mind. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. I'm playing all of these, so Murder World's about to fill. Okay, so now we Falcon, and Falcon's gonna... I actually don't know which one Falcon's picked up. I actually don't know which one Falcon's picks up here, because my hand size limit is 4, right? Do I even want a Falcon this turn? Yeah, I guess I... Alright, let's find... I kind of want to see which ones Falcon picks up in general, too, here. Okay, so now we go Angela, Khazar, Ant-Man, Yondu. And then both these bishops are going to crank up, and we're going to have a huge... No, wait. I want to not do one of these Yondus because I need the Khazar to flip over into the middle. I need to leave a gap for Khazar. Okay, so this is good. I already snapped earlier. You gonna win all 3 paths? I think we are, right? Because the bishops go up here when Yondu comes in? Yeah. That was guess. The hat trick, all 3 of them, champ. Wouldn't Moon Girl be better than Collector in this deck? My comment to you, whenever you want to make a suggestion for a deck that I'm playing, rather than me telling you your idea is bad, tell me why your idea is good. Say, Jeff, this card is better than this other one because it solves this problem in your deck. Identify a problem and then talk about a solution. And hey, we get a new card, chat. We get a new card. All right, let's upgrade Falcon to a pretty blue here. Mystery card says Invisible Woman. I think she's playable. A benefit like bonus cubes encourage people for all 3 zones. Maybe. I don't have a Hela yet, So Invisible Woman's really good with the discard deck, but I don't have Hela, Moonlight, or Ghost Rider, so I don't think I really have the cards to build a great discard deck yet. Need a few more. All right, we've been playing the Beastly deck for a little bit. Oh, that was our 61 matchup too. All right, what should we play, chat? We can do some Mr. Negative. Oh, I have a quest to play Namor. What do we think of this? Oh, let me switch my scene here real quick. This scene's less pretty, but it lets you see. How many cubes will I spew if we play this? Is there a better Namor deck I can play? I opened Mojo, and I haven't played Mojo yet. We just hit 61. I feel like we can spew. Moon Girl copies your cost reduced cards or gives you an Angela or Bishop, while Collector is around 6 points, best case scenario. All right, I'm gonna give you a timeout to go back and watch the replay of this stream where we literally had a 20 power Collector. Man, peak fucking Twitch chat right there. Jeff, Collector's bad because it's only gonna be 6 power. Actually, Twitch chat, Collector regularly hits double-digit power. You tried, and you failed. A for effort, F for fail. All right, let's play some of the ongoing deck. I have a weekly battle pass mission to play Namor, right? Now just play him or win with him. Win with Namor in your deck 5 times. All right, champ. The bar has been set. We need to win 5 times. I do not have Green Goblin, no. We're playing Hobgoblin, though. Cards can't be played here. Tilt. I guess that's good for Warpath, technically, but if they have, like, a Nightcrawler or a Vision, they get to sneak in here. It's gonna be one of those games, chat. It's gonna be one of those games. Took away one of our friends. Well, this is not going to be a game where Namor is very good. We're going to be super limited on space as is, so. Just going to drop him over here. Yeah, I'm doing my best to, like, highlight cards whenever we play them and talk about them. Hobgoblin, for example, here on reveal gives your opponent control of it, which actually has strong synergy with Mojo, right? Because this fills your opponent's location 4th square in when they might not want to. It depends on what they do. If their Savage Land still has 2 things in it, only Raptors on 5, I think we Hobgoblin there. It's a bit of a gamba for sure, though. We'll see what the rest of our hand pans out as. I love this. All right, someone asked me what my favorite artwork was earlier. I think it's this one. This Iron Man altar is great. I was gonna say, maybe we just Namor into here. Warpath is this is the payoff for Sanctum. We often want to leave one path open anyways, and if we have an open path, he has 9 power. Crunch him. It's really awesome to have so many people in here for Snap. It's great to see people excited about this game, even though it's not fully released yet. Planning to make regular stuff here. Appreciate the follows coming in. We're going to be doing Snap for a couple hours every day on stream. If you're new to my stuff, I stream a few different things here, but primarily Magic the Gathering made my content full-time. I'd love to push into doing more Snap, though, so if you really enjoy it and you can afford a Twitch subscription or you have a Prime sub, I appreciate all of those. It's my full-time gig here on Twitch. I'd love to be able to justify doing more of this. Another great way to support this stuff is just showing up every day when I'm here and checking out the YouTube channel as well. I've got an all snap, all the time YouTube channel where I'm posting highlight videos and other stuff 4 or 5 days a week. This Hobgoblin here should lock this game up. Honestly, it might have been right to snap going into the Hobgoblin. Oh, and their white tiger hit the monster metropolis. All right, well, good beats. Good beats. Sometimes lucky. We did have a sick collector, yeah. All right, Mojo gets his upgrade. That was our first game playing him. I think we were winning that game even if their tiger didn't flip that way, but obviously the tiger flipping that way meant we won by a lot. Now, 1 out of 5 towards Namor wins. Let's do it. Cards played here are not revealed until the game ends. Noted. It'd be cute to put Mojo into, although I guess it's kind of unlikely that they... Mojo's really good to the Savage Lands chat. Turns out. Slide him right on in there and give them something to think about. The mind game dynamic on this card, especially when you put like Hobgoblin into the mix, is really interesting. We could Namor Hobgoblin the Dark Dimension. That could be okay. I have anything to do this turn, really? I guess where do I want to put the Devil Dino? Are we Devil Dinoing into the Dark Dimension? Where do we want Namor and where do we want Dino is kind of the decision we have to make this turn. I think I like Devil Dino into the Dark Dimension and Namor face up, because Namor face up will mean that they'll suspect Hobgoblin less, or they'll suspect they need less power here. Ooh, Spectrum's a nice payoff for us. Give our ongoing cards +2. You want a Dino Iron Man left? Yeah, I can see that. All right, chat. Mojo is not getting active, huh? I don't think this is a gamble. I think they're pretty unlikely to fill DC here. Okay, I have priority here, which means I get to beat double Nova on the left, right? So we get to armor into here. We just go like armor, Cosmo, Ant-Man here, right? If they play into DC, I get into trouble here. Like if they just go like Chavez into DC, we lose. But I think they just doubled with Moon Girl, so I think they're gonna Nova us, and then the armor Cosmo win left. Ah, fuck me. Damn. So this is honestly a lot. Nova Carnage is obviously really strong, but as someone who's been playing a lot of interactive decks with armor and Cosmo, I lose to Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur way more than I lose to Nova making their board big. And that's a big part of the problem, right? Like, you have tools in the game to fight one or the other, but whichever half you don't draw the answers to, like, they hose you with the other half. They just rinse you right on off. It's been the real struggle. You always lose to one half or the other. They're just both so pushed. Sometimes you can get them, but more often than not, the reason why the deck is getting a nerf incoming in their first balance patch is because the sum of the parts is so good. What can you replace Beast with if you don't have it? Unfortunately, I think that deck is not playable if you don't have Beast. Maybe Moon Girl could fill that slot, but Beast and Falcon are kind of not negotiable. Enchantress, sure, yeah, chat. So you have Enchantress and you have Rogue as ways to attack Dino, but one, that card only hits one of their 2 dinos in a situation like you literally just watched, and 2, your answers don't always line up. There's gonna be a significant chunk of games where you have Rogue, or they have dinos and you don't have your Rogue or your Enchantress. So again, I'm not saying that there's zero counterplay. I'm saying having multiple busted things going on in your deck means that you're way more likely to win than just one, because you can't just cut them off on one axis. I'm not sure if Warpath is actually good in this deck. Hobgoblin's kind of good with him. Seer, make it bigger. Does Wong plus Spectre work? Yeah. If I had Wong, I'd be playing Wong in this deck. The developers in the Discord server has said that there will be changes to Nova guaranteed, and they're considering changes to other cards in terms of nerfs, but they're also considering a bunch of buffs. So we don't know what changes are coming exactly, but we do know that they are going to touch Nova. I don't really know if I like any of our plays here, Chip. I guess we'll Moon Girl mid, but this could be a double Mojo mid on the last turn. I'm gonna Namor here, and then we'll Hobgoblin into Clintar to give them -10, I think. They drew my Spectrum as annoying. What if I Warpath plus Ant-Man in the center here? This would be 9-13, and then if they play any cards, this gets smaller. This is actually bigger than Double Mojo, right? No, this is 8. Do we just bank on them playing something mid? I guess I can theoretically play Colossus here for +1 as well. We could be getting Nova Carnage here. Is the problem? I think this is a game where we're dead to Nova Carnage into Kunlun. Yeah, this is Nova Carnage. Nope, it's not. Did we do it? I think we did it. Good stuff. Sometimes lucky. Why would they play anything mid if they are hard winning it right now? I don't know. I guess it's a good question. Because there aren't a lot of cards they can play into the left to be beneficial because of the -2. Yeah, the Hobgoblin was very good there. For sure. What's going on, Ken X? Thanks for the 38 months. Appreciate it. Welcome back. We'll be able to be here without folks like you. Alright, so Warpath gets much worse in the face of Sinister London. I think I'm just gonna Mojo and flip some friends out here. Oh, man. All right, well, obviously Hobgoblin's worse now, but I think this is Moon Girl here, and then we'll Iron Man here on 5 and 6, basically, right? And I think we snap next turn, right? I think we beat this, right? So I'm gonna Iron Man the next 2 turns. He's got two power. Does Hobgoblin work the way we want? Oh, it does technically. But no, I'm Iron Man the next 2 turns. That's fine. I'm gonna snap and do this. And we have 2 2-power Iron Mans over the next 2 turns, which is gonna turn into 4 2-power Iron Mans. You want a Cosmo left for Nova Carnage? Maybe? I don't know. I think we're beating Nova Carnage, right? I think we're just good, chat. I believe in these Iron Mans, chat. Like we get to 4x this spot, and then we get to like 2x here and maybe 2x here. Or potentially 4x here. We should be winning mid, and then we're gonna win either left or right, I think. Because if one Iron Man goes here, I think we're pretty likely to win here. Alright, is this the Nova Carnage? We said we think we can beat Nova Carnage. Let's find out. Yep, okay. Survey says, let's find out. They have to put 15 power into here. We're obviously not going to win here, but this is going to turn this into a quadruple. I already snapped. They snapped me. Oh, God. We're about to get Enchantress, chat. I'm sacrificing my 6 cubes so you can see this Enchantress. Is Dino better? That's not true, right? Oh, no! Oh, no! They had the Uno reverse card, chat. Oh, they had the Uno reverse card. Rip. That's sad. Alright, I'll see if we get a couple more with this, but I don't. I think this. They talked about they talked about what's it called? Buffing a variety of cards, and I think this ongoing archetype desperately needs some buffs. I've worked with a lot of different iterations of it, and Snapkeep, when in doubt, just ban them out. Especially someone like that was just like completely confidently incorrect. Like, you just get rid of them. Sorry, I was looking at Snapkeep and message me. Feel free to just bring up mod stuff in chat too if it's not crazy busy. It's really not a big deal. Hobgoblin means we almost assuredly win Atlantis, so I think we just armor here so they can't use this path to Nova later. Yeah. I appreciate you, Snap. Just letting you know. And I technically want a Hobgoblin on the last turn, so that way they can't move it into New York, right? So I think we're gonna Iron Man here this turn, and then next turn we can pull armor middle to trigger Ant-Man, and we can Hobgoblin here. I think their Iron Man isn't really a big deal for us here, because even if they pull something large into here, we're gonna win Atlantis, and then we'll win Namor if they put something large into here, right? I think this is good for us. I don't know if I'm confident enough to snap, but I think this is a W. Okay, so as predicted, they played something big to torch us center. Hobgoblin comes over here and wins us left, and we win right. Sick. Good stuff. Narrow margin of victory here with Mr. Fantastic getting doubled up. Would Onslaught be too strong at 5? Yeah, probably. I think the biggest thing in terms of balancing right now that I would like to see changed is I think almost every non-Chavez 6-drop I think has too little power. I would either make Chavez worse or I'd like to see a buff to basically the power stat line on almost every other 6-drop. One of the two. Namor Hulkbuster. That could be okay. I don't know that I really have a slot to fit him in here, though. I guess maybe Warpath is too cute. Should you play Wong in a discard deck? I have no idea. I don't have cards to build either of those two things. The fact that Hulk is smaller than Magneto is a huge flavor fail. I think Hulk being a vanilla 6-drop should probably be a 13 at a minimum. Two drop, please. One drop, please. Yikes. I guess our deck only has 4 1s and 2s. So we're a little prone to having a curve like this. I think the vanilla cards were designed in Patriot's Mind. Yeah, possibly, but... well, shit. LOL. I mean, Infinaut is definitely embarrassing with cards like Devil Dino running around. Moon Girl here? It's just a Sentinel? Alright, so they're like almost assuredly torched here, right? Snap here. They snapped me back? Seriously? Alright, what do you got, Fred? Do they have a way? They have like a Nightcrawler to get into the Sanctum? I think we just like Ant-Man, Armor, Moon Girl, right? Call it a day. Get this path as big as possible. Put a little bit of power here. Try and win the tiebreaker. Like a Claw or a Mr. Fantastic gets us, but we're probably good here. This could be a Nova turn for them, right? So maybe Armor gets them here. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Thanks for the cubes. Nice net deck. Sometimes they don't have double dinosaur chat. We would have been fine into double dino here too, though, right? Because we would have won the tiebreaker here because nobody could play into here. Things you love to see. It. Alright, just a few more Namor wins, Chip. A few more Namor wins. Why not Ant-Man mid? Because you were already winning left. Because it was going to come down to a tiebreaker, and Ant-Man was only one more power. It was likely going to come down to a tiebreaker, and Ant-Man was only one more power mid, and it was 8 more power left towards the tiebreaker. Well, I guess we're mojoing and chilling. They're playing into Hala. Oh, they have Devil Dino. That makes a lot of sense. Devil Dino's a tough one to play into Hala on, shit. Okay, well. Am I going to play the Warpath somewhere else? Or are we playing it into Hala? I don't think I'm going to use this anywhere else. Like we just drop this here and see if it can get a thing. It probably just gets torched off, but, you know, maybe they play a bunch of cards that are bad. It's like a Sentinel, Nightcrawler, whatever. Off by 1.
Oh, snap.
I think we're probably dead, right? Someone asked, is this game pay to win? Chat, life is pay to win. Almost every video game you've ever played is pay to win by the definition of pay to win people use. Chat, I was buying and selling items in Diablo 2 20 years ago and nobody told me that was pay to win. Street Fighter 5 is pay to win? I don't know. You gotta buy a console and you need to buy a good gamepad. Yeah, like, that's so weird. Every game requires you to have equipment to play it. So card games have higher costs for that equipment. Are card games more expensive typically? Yes, their economic models mean they're more expensive than something like Street Fighter. But you could also argue that these are cheaper to get into too because the barrier to entry is just have a cell phone that could play a game versus needing a gaming console or needing access to them. It's like saying golf is pay to win because I have to buy golf clubs and I have to pay a green fee at a golf course. I don't know. I hate the discussion around monetization when it comes to pay to win because a lot of it boils down to a bunch of people who are bad at games complaining that they didn't lose because they're bad so they never get better. They just lost because they spent less money. And those people are just like trapped in this hole where they're just never going to improve because they refuse to acknowledge the reason they're losing. Oh, Mirror Dimension's super annoying because it could be sewer system here. It could also be a Xandar. I would 10 out of 10 take a Xandar. No 3-drop is awkward. This deck's probably not very good, chat. I think this would be the last game we play with this one. I'll finish these Namor quests off stream. I don't really like any of the Namor decks that I have in terms of content. And it's a sewer system. Namor left, and I think we're gonna Warpath Spectrum mid. We might actually win this. Right, because Warpath's gonna be... Alright, what's more, Iron Man or Warpath? So Spectrum's gonna give everybody 2 attack. So this will be their -1. So they'll be their base +1. So this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 18 total here. Whereas Warpath will be 8, and this will be 3 and 2. So that's 13, and then this will be 3 of 16. It's actually more to Warpath here, rather than Iron Man because of the sewer system. So the base thing to understand about the monetization in this game is even players who are spending money have to take months to acquire all of the card game pieces. I have a spreadsheet that I've been working on with data numbers in it, and I'm gonna post a full video giving my breakdown. I actually posted a video and I fucked up a calculation, so I had to go back and redo and double check everything. So I'm gonna have a hopefully accurate video posted later this week breaking down the monetization. And even if you are spending the literal max amount of money they will let you spend per day in this game, it takes upwards of 3 months to acquire every card by my calculations. And if you are a free-to-play player, it takes upwards of 8 months to acquire every card currently. And obviously, those numbers are going to be a moving target. Oh, he just got hosed by Shang-Chi. At least it was only for 1 more cube. Oh, we were losing mid still, huh? I miscounted. I thought we were beating Vision here, but I miscounted. That's fine. And how much money is being spent? Yeah, getting all of the cards in getting the cards in 3 months requires spending approximately $1,800 by my math. Well, little sneak peek. The maximum amount of money you can spend in this game per day, if you spend it every day, equates to about $550 a month. And you have to do that for 3 months straight to acquire every card currently in the game. So I don't know. It's gonna appeal to different people. I've been enjoying the game despite not having all of the cards, but I know there's a lot of people that they have to have everything to really enjoy something. All right, let's Mr. Negative for a bit. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we got Psylocke in our opener. That just means we need to find a Mr. Negative. Ooh, ongoing effects doubled with Dino and Iron Man is always fun. In fact, I think I'm gonna snap based on Onslaught Citadel flipping up. Yes, the cards you get are random and you cannot craft. Now, there is an asterisk there saying that we don't know what this Nexus event things are, which is gonna be an avenue of card collection. But if the Nexus events aren't really good, the current card acquisition is definitely not great. Nexus events are wallet destruction events. Yeah, quite possibly. Not getting any value out of my Psylocke here, but we might use her later with Odin, so I dropped her on in. Good thing I used armor on my wallet location. God bless. It's a big smart play right there. Smart card gamer. This card gets 2 power when you play it at the center location, so we'll go ahead and drop that there. Sunspot's gonna soak up our extra leftover energy here. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Hot Nichols. It really depends on what is fun at free. And again, for what it's worth, I actually think even those rates there that I just gave aren't that big of a deal if there's some key alternatives in other spots. I think it's really close to being reasonable as is with a couple of small changes. All right, so we're gonna Iron Man left here. I already snapped, right? Yeah. And then we almost assuredly win the Citadel with Iron Man Devil Dinosaur there. Then we gotta figure out how we're winning one of the 2 hubs. We are already ahead in one of them. Mr. Negative is the card this deck's named after, but if you don't have it to play out on 4 or before, usually you just don't play it. Swaps the power and cost of all cards in our deck. So it does some very silly things with things like White Tiger, making her a 1 mana 5 power card. There's our friends Nova Carnage.
Oh, snap.
going on, Millbot? Thanks for the 3.5 years. Welcome back. They could have Shang-Chi. Sometimes they play that card. This might be I don't think I'm staying in for 8 cubes here. I think we're probably torched. Even a Chavez beats us, right? I guess, do we beat Chavez? This is plus 10 here. We do not beat Chavez. I'm gonna bail out on losing to Chavez. Shang-Chi's less popular. I think I'd play into a Shang-Chi for cubes, but losing to Chavez means we should bounce. So I actually just hit, did I just hit or is it the next one? I think I just hit the maximum duration between cards, or is it so 434 to 81482, and then this is where it gets big. Yeah, at 1482, you start getting cards every 96 levels. So eventually, but again, it's not a clear-cut 96 levels either. This is where all the math I did comes in, because there's these 50 credits and these mystery boxes that also give credits in the middle, right? And all of these little bullshit things are done to obfuscate what it actually costs and how much time it actually takes to get each card. And this happens at every level. At every different level, there's different random bullshit things in between. There's more bullshit in between the cards you get the further you go. But that jump at 1482 is the last jump and the biggest jump. It jumps from a card every, is there a level cap? Yeah, about level 4600 you get every card in the game currently. And I assume the level cap will expand as they add more cards. No, cards always cost the same, Oak. Unless something like Mr. Negative changes them. So this is the cost of a card, this is the power it provides, this is the effect that it has. So Sunspot, 1 mana, 1 power card that soaks up my extra energy each turn to get power. How expensive is that compared to the average mobile game? Not at all. not at all. A $550 a month spending limit to get spending cap to get collection progress at it is low. Yes, yeah, this is not a numbers go up game. Is a good way to put it. Wait, why did they? Are they a bot? Maybe, or they just made a mistake, or they wanted to discard 2 cards. Either way, that seems loose. On reveal effects happen twice here. Sign me up. I think regardless of what they do, there's going to be plenty of people that don't like the monetization in this game, but I also think I personally would be pretty happy with the existing monetization if they simply gave you some agency over how you select cards. Well, there's Mr. Negative, but I also already have Aram Zola and White Tiger and Iron Man and Moon Girl all in my hand. So who am I flipping? So if I Mr. Negative, we have Devil Dino, Ironheart, Wolfsbane, and Jubilee in my deck that we could draw to. As well as Odin. So do I want a Mr. Negative here, or do I actually want to try and win without Mr. Negative and White Tiger? I mean, I might just want a White Tiger here, honestly. Yeah, Mr. Negative into Karmar does nothing. I think this actually is a game I just don't negative because of the cards in my hand. I could be wrong though. I'm willing to be incorrect on that. I draw a Jubilee. Okay, so I think we go for a super high roll here. And I'm gonna Iron Man into Karmatage, and then I'm gonna Aram Zola into here and hope that we hit White Tiger and Iron Man. This is the content play. Oh, we should update the snap command. Alright, I'll stay into your 3 cubes for the content play. Odin draw would have also been good there, yeah. Oh, hella. That's why they discarded other things earlier. Woo! Oh no, and we hit the Psylocke, chat. Rip. We actually just lost every zone. Rip. That's fine. Oh, they could have hellaed into Karmar and got more of them, right? That's true. Mr. Negative. Sunspot. Sure. 2 more draws at Mr. Negative for turn 3. So, if I Psylocke and hit my negative out of 7 cards next turn, I can play him. However, if I Devil Dino this turn and then Psylocke on 3, I can White Tiger on 4, which is better if I never draw negatives. I think I hedge not drawing negatives just based on the cards in my hand being reasonable. And obviously, if we draw him, I think we play him on 4 still, but there's a good chance we don't hit him in those 2 draws, right? It's Jubilee. Jubilee's not terrible. Jubilee would give us a redraw at Mr. Negative next turn. I think I'm gonna take my redraw shit. Odin's a little awkward because I can't Odin into Jubilee space and get another draw on him the way my positioning lined up. Maybe I should have put Jubilee into the workshop to play around drawing Odin. Alright, here's Mr. Negative. Alright, Dick, one of your finest Aram Zolas, please. Okay. So he's a 0 mana 6 power card. What if we Aram Zola here because we could hit Jubilee here, and if we hit Mr. Negative, that's fine because he'll go twice, so it's just a wash then, right? I think I want a White Tiger this turn. It's like isn't amazing, but it's like also fine. I think Aram Zola mid would be better. Why? I don't like my Devil Dino has no power. Why do you wanna do it there? What's going on, Demir Spy? Welcome back. Alright, so if we Odin mid, White Tiger puts a friend here. Like an Odin of their own. They're hoping their Tiger would win them. No such luck for you, friend. The double negative acts as double negative. Yeah, if you trigger Mr. Negative a second time, he undoes his first one. So you gotta make sure you do it an odd number of times, or you get into trouble. Undo your bonus. I have Mr. Negative in my opener, so I think I just snap. It does not affect the artwork if you end up flipping it back with a second one. The Chad snap? Yeah, something like that. That's rude. Drawing Iron Man before we negative is said. I think I'm Jubileeing into the Baxter building, so I think I'm Moongirling mid. I think we're Mr. Negativing first, obviously. And then next turn we'll Jubilee into here. Psylocke mid, I think. Okay, and they passed, so they're about to... They're about to, what's it called us? They're about to Infinite us. Odin here is pretty good. And we could Ironheart mid. Odin could hit. Odin is 1 in 3 to hit Aramzola here. He's gonna trigger Wolfsbane again too. Odin is only on reveal in his zone. In his location. I need to run to the restroom really quick. Don't go anywhere and I get back. We're gonna play some more with this what's it called deck? Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative on 4 again. Snippity snap. I guess we have Iron Man in the opener, which makes him a little bit less exciting. I feel like anytime you draw Mr. Negative Iron Man, you're just so far ahead. The fact that I don't have any low curve and they could have low curve into Murray Isle is a little scary. Oof. Oof. Alright, have your cubes. I'll be back. I've heard a lot of people complain about the location variance and the length of the games in this. As someone who's played many hour-long Magic the Gathering games that you lose to like Mana Screw an hour in, or like Flood or whatever. Like, the location variance is so reasonable. Does a good job of adding variety, and the games being short just helps a lot too. It's like, it's easy to shrug off one like that when it's just like, okay. Oh yeah, our deck got randomed here, by the way. RNGesus, take the wheel. Quicksilver. We've been juked. Yeah, District X is kind of a silly one. All these cards are so ugly, chat. Can I get the randomly replaced cards to be the same cosmetic level as the card they were replacing, please? Okay, that's actually hilarious. Yeah, I think Ego and Worldship are probably the two most obnoxious locations. And thankfully, they flip up less frequently than the others. So that's nice. Okay, seriously, District X? Let's become a featured location when I wasn't looking. I actually just can't play Mr. Negative into a District X deck, right? Because most of the cards, it just makes them much worse. It's not. That's just like really bad beats. Ooh. All right, we're almost out of credits, shit. We're down to our last 300. He says as he collects more busy credits. Yeah, this might be is this a game where we just don't negative? All of our good negative cards are all of our good negative cards are in our hand. We have exactly Ironheart in our deck right now. That's good with it. Okay, I think I'm just jubilating actually because she can hit Odin. Okay, good shit. Okay, I think we White Tiger here. And then we can Aram Zola over here and put a Devil Dino and White Tiger into each of these locations next turn, right? So we'll win. We'll win the Flooded, most likely. Hey, what's going on, Precipic? Thanks for the 50 months. Okay, so they've only got one play this turn, right? So I think we just Aram Zola, who destroys one of these two at random and then puts copies into these other places. You guys should snap them? Yeah, it's probably a good call. I think this deck is capable of winning games or getting close when you don't, Mr. Negative. It's like an okay collection of cards. You have turn 3, Mr. Negative, chap. So the leveling of cards up in this game is purely cosmetic. So blue border versus gold versus purple. And you see like the background gets animated in some of these. So that's what that is. And then leveling up the cosmetic level of your cards in this game also increases your account level, which is how you progress and get more cards. Okay, so wait, this costs 0? Oh, right, because it costs 1 less. That's hilarious. Okay, so we White Tiger. And then I think we double Ironheart. And then next turn we can Aram Zola, copy this White Tiger. Oh, they changed New York. That's scary. I was planning on doing stuff in New York, chat. That's fine though, right? So, Zola here will destroy this and make copies here and here. And then each of those copies will make a 7-power Tiger. The fact that I put Ironheart into the middle now, though, could bite us. My opponent conceded. This deck gets gassed when it pops off. All right, and we're gonna wrap up on Snap for the afternoon. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours. We're gonna hang out and check out a new deck building game that released on Steam today called Summoner Fate.